All right, we are officially recording the training on how to research and analyze competitors or services that are similar to the Minivela. And what I did to kick us off, can you close this door, please? What I did to kick us off and to get us in a rhythm for doing this is that I went ahead and did one sample analysis of a story that I would want us to analyze and to be able to recap and all that stuff for reporting purposes internally. So I went ahead and I filled it out. I'm going to go over everything here, but I'm going to also show you the story so you can see what I look for and what you should be looking for. Okay. So
Could you make it larger?
I'm sorry, Robert.
Could you make that larger? The screen. I mean, the information.
Man, it's as big as it gets. Let me see. Yeah,
You can make it larger up on utilizing this.
I am. This is as large as it gets. Okay. This is
Okay.
as large as it gets from according to my computer screen. In any case, so right now I'm going to break down one sample story that I found that is called Love Buster. Okay. I'm sorry. The producer is Love Buster. Let me go to the. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So up top, first thing we want to know is who is the producer of whatever story we're about to learn. Then the next thing is the name of the short. Very simple, very straight up. What is it called? I ate my hamburger and it got me pregnant. Whatever. They have weird as hell titles. This is where you insert that. Now, I'm going to talk to you about this premise of the story because it's really important. But the cool thing is that many times the premise of the story is already written out for you by the producers of this content, especially if you're viewing these stories on YouTube. They tend to give you a really good detailed overview of what the story that you're about to view is. And I'll show you where to find it. It's going to be in very obvious places, so none of this is mysterious. But this premise of the story is important because as we're reading it, it gives us a sense of what kind of story we're looking at, etc.
Manny, do you think we should put not only premise of the story but the genre?
Yes, I was just going to add that right now, Robert.
Oh, you read my mind. You got to stop doing that, Manny.
Romance. Okay. So this is romance. You can call it romance comedy. Okay.
It's a rom-com, bro.
No, let's just call it romance comedy.
Well, that's what romance comedy is, rom-com.
That's right, rom-com. Okay.
So
yeah, so Katie, rom is romance.
Okay.
And comedy is the word comedy. Okay. Now I looked at this entire I'll call it a Minivela just because it's kind of short for it. And throughout the entire it was like a 10-minute and some change story. There was only 4 actors that appeared. Literally. Okay. Most of it was 2 actors until the very end where 2 other actors showed up, and then it ended with 2 actors. So low budget, quick story. Everything happens really, really lightning fast in these stories. And that's how it appeared on YouTube. And this company has a different approach. Love Buster has a different approach than some of the competitors that I'm going to show you in a minute. So in theirs, I haven't studied them in depth, but it looks like they like to start and end their stories in 6 to 12 minute long type chapters, like the whole story. So they specialize in extra short stories rather than just a short story of a half hour or 45 minutes or an hour and a half, which would be like a filmish. They like to do these really short. They have a different type of approach. Okay. So 4 actors. I haven't been able to see the story on YouTube and other channels. I'm about to ask us to look at how long the episodes are there, but On YouTube, they put the entire episode, start to finish, on YouTube. Okay, and so this is important because these two normally are different. Okay, I'm just gonna unhighlight it now. These two are normally different, but in this case, because the story started and ended on the same thing, it wasn't like broken into different chapters of 2 minutes or 3 minutes long.
It's the
I
same.
I put it as the same, right? Because it's the same. Okay. Now I'm gonna review this.
So this
No,
is a bad example.
huh?
This is a bad example.
It might be, but it's still something to consider. I just want Katie to be aware of like the range of things that we're going to run into. We're going to we're going to review another one in a minute. Now, this one has one setting, although you might argue that it has two settings because one scene takes place at a dinner table at a restaurant, and the other one takes place in the bathroom of the restaurant. So I don't know that I would consider it two settings, but it's one place, right? It all happens in one location. So
It's
two
not
settings,
settings, it's sets, right?
yeah,
Two
two sets,
two sets,
one
and yeah.
okay,
Just so you know, this is basically the where the scene is taking place, Katie. Okay, is it taking place in a living room, a dining room, and that would be the set for that scene. Okay, so what he's looking at here is only two actual sets, a bathroom and a dining room, right? That's what you said?
yep.
Okay. So
Most expensive item is the clothing they're wearing.
hang on a second. Beyond the sets, the I think maybe, and there probably would never be this, but special effects. Do you think we need to have
There was
a
that was
column?
not that's something that would be notable. That was something that would be put in the notable. There's special effects, like somebody, uh, you know, blows up a car or whatever. Let us know in the notable. But I doubt any of that's going to happen for the most part with these because they're very much trying to contain
Low
cost.
budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one, this one that I saw, if I was to guess, it was done in Ukraine at a restaurant, and it was probably done all together. The whole freaking thing probably cost them no more than $2,000. Like this was maybe 4,000 with the writing and editing or whatever, but this is low budget. And I wouldn't even call it a film. Technically, I would call it almost like a sketch. It's so short, right? So that's another discussion for a moment. But the most expensive scene I saw, or the most expensive item that I saw, was the clothing they wore. That's it.
Wow.
That's the
You
clothing they
want
wore.
to keep track of how many cameras for each of these productions? So in other words,
Um,
if you're looking at a scene, you might say three different camera angles for that particular, you know, it's up to
for,
you. I
now,
mean,
it might be
that'll also to help you understand the budgeting, what you really need for a budget. So is it a two camera shoot or one camera shoot? You know, what's it going to be?
I'll just put camera angles. We'll talk to her about what that means in a moment because she's not used to that. But I would say there was probably two camera angles. I'm not sure that meant that there was two cameras. We'll look at it together in a minute. Number of settings. Okay, clothing. The most expensive looking scene. Where did it take place? Restaurant table. And frankly, it it's not really an expensive looking scene at all. It just looks well shot. It's very it's very well done in terms of the production value. It looks really clean and clear, right? So very good audio, very good, you know, look and feel of it is very appetizing in terms of how you see it. Date when it was first released. This is what you can discern from looking at when it was posted. Try to find out when it was posted and we always want to note that because it gives us a sense of, oh, you know what, date when it was first, and then I would actually put a number of views, um, number of views, if it's possible. It's not always going to be there, but this is useful. This is a moving target, but it's good. This one had tons of views already. You'll see it in a minute.
Are we using other apps for the views or just Real Short for the views?
No, you're gonna. This is Lovebuster is not Real Shorts. I'm gonna show you how you're gonna look at all the competitors of Real Shorts.
Okay.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
gonna go.
this is a different company.
Yeah, there's a different company, and actually, this one and Dramatize Me are both related. I still haven't. I still don't know the difference between one and the other. So I'll tell you. We'll go over that together. Right now, I just want you to focus on Real Shorts and Lovebuster. As I dig into Dramatize Me myself, I got to figure out a little bit more about them. The
Manny, did you check if Love Busters has a website?
Yes, it does. I'm going to share a lot more about that because that's where I got some shocking headlines.
So that's where we have to put the Love Busters, and you put their website right
Well,
there.
no, there's no website for the story.
No, for the company,
Yeah,
Love
for the
Busters.
company, yes, yeah, and it's not called Lovebuster. It's called Ammo something something Ammo Tech. It's a some sort of digital tech company, a la to some degree, a
How'd
la
you? Yeah. Was it credits on the thing or what?
yeah. When I went to their Instagram account, it says that this is where you look to find out more about them.
Okay, so it has the Instagram. We should have the link for Instagram. If it has, any of the social medias, should if they have that, we should link it.
Yes, we will do that. That's yes.
So that's really what you want to see is how they're promoting it. I mean, one thing is how long is it, all the other BS, how many scenes, how many people, blah 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 blah. But how are they promoting it? How are they getting people to watch it?
By the way,
And
Katie, when I put here number of views on YT, it means YouTube. Okay. This revenue model question may be a little bit over your head. So for now, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm going to put that here.
what does
Uh,
that mean?
revenue model.
Yeah.
Um, it means that if there's an obvious revenue, how they're generating money. I don't know.
So
I'm not sure yet on these.
the thing that you want to look for, Katie, is do they have any advertisers that are slapping you in the face? In other words, do you notice something that seems overt? Like, is there a big cellular phone that says T-Mobile right there on the table? Something along those lines. That would be the revenue model is sponsor supported.
Okay. There's a lot of ads actually. And then I think it costs about 20 a week if you don't want the ads.
So then you got to subscribe. Subscription is another revenue model.
But that's the model for Real Shorts. That's not apparently the model for Lovebuster.
Okay.
So we'll go over that in a minute. They don't have Lovebuster as of right now. Doesn't appear to have an app. Okay, but yeah, this is so types. Okay, so let's get back to the production because one of the things there's three things that we're essentially looking for. One is the production questions about it, like the actual how many camera views, how long were the videos, how many actors. Those are production intelligence that we got. Then we have the business part of it, and then we have the distribution. Those three things are the essence of the analysis that we want to get from every one of these stories. All right. So types of locations depicted in the series. It was at a dinner table and it was at a restaurant bathroom. That's it. Those are the locations of the whole freaking movie. Now I put here something ethnic.
Duplicated with
Huh?
with sets, location sets. That's like duplication. No?
Yeah, that's what. Well, no, it's types. Let me see. Maybe it is. No, it's not actually overlooked. It's not over. No, I put here number of settings, locations. This is types of locations.
Well, you could say number and type maybe, and just have one column. Getting a
Okay,
lot. Just saying.
number and types of locate. Okay, let me. All right, so we got two settings.
Katie, if you have any questions, feel free to chime in whenever. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. More than welcome.
All right, just to keep, I'm going to keep some things together. I'm going to highlight them in a different color. Let me go with, what I'm going to do, Katie, is I'm going to color code
Okay.
these things. This means that these are like production related things that you're gathering. So these are the production things. This is just the name of the short. And then over here is more related to technical things,
Okay.
uh, distribution wise, like the IG account, the Instagram account, the TikTok information. I'm going to fill this out, but this is the stuff. All of these things in pink. Basically, what it does is it tells our team, listen, this is the production elements and the story elements that matter to understanding what this particular story is called. Okay.
Mhm.
So, in fact, this should also be part of that pink thing. So, all of this stuff that's in pink is related to the production. This stuff in yellow and green is related to the nuts and bolts of distribution, number of views on YouTube, the Instagram, if there's an app, was it visible in the app, stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
So what I did was I went ahead and created 3 tabs so far. Okay. And these tabs are to help you. Let me. It's basically to help you.
Oh, so you're doing a tab for each
Yeah, each
production?
company. Yeah, because I was looking at it and it could be. It's better if we're like looking at all the Love Buster stuff together, all the stuff that dramatize me together, all the stuff that's real shorts together. I think it's a little bit more efficient this way.
Yeah, either that or you just, put them on one after the other.
Right. So, I mean, technically, because of that, I could delete this, but the reason I don't want to delete it, like, I don't want to do this, deleting it, is because eventually we may decide to merge all of them and to be able to have
They'll
love.
all, you don't delete that, yeah.
Yeah, so we're not going to delete it for that reason.
Just keep the same format for everything, and then you can put them together if you want later.
I'm going to teach you a trick, Katie, that'll be helpful. So this is, can you guys still see my, oh wait, let me show this tab now. Can you see this tab with this guy holding onto a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Head? Una,
Notice how this one tends to have the Love Buster logo at the top right.
yeah.
So this is something that's notable. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to put that under notable. Now, I really think that let me do this. This belongs as more of an identifier. Internal. This is more of an internal thing, Robert. So I don't think Katie has to fill this up again.
What is it?
This
Can't see.
about the company, okay? About the producer, okay? That doesn't need to be filled out again, Katie. Once you have it once, we won't have to do that again. But it is notable to put here their episodes have
The logo.
their logo on the top right of the videos. So that's an interesting thing to note, that you're like, look at how they look at their look and feel, right? So here we go. Look at the production.
Well, they do that for piracy reasons, Manny. Right?
Maybe.
No, for real. I mean, it's obviously to promote themselves, but also if it ends up someplace else, you know that it's pirated.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's maybe. You're absolutely right. It's totally very feasible.
They're on YouTube, those things, but on other sites like Daily Motion, there's nothing. You can see it clearly.
Daily Motion has that too, right? They do have a watermark thing.
I can't remember really, but one of them didn't have it.
But look at this, right? Look at the look and feel. It's very clean.
Go back to it.
Huh?
Put it back up.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. Here we go.
Play it. Let's play it. Play it a little bit. I like the girl's red hair.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. Accept my apology.
What have you done, huh?
What are you going to do with it?
By the way, now that I know that it's Ukrainians that own this company, everybody here is likely Ukrainian.
Yeah.
And
much.
in their mission statement, it shows that they're funding the war in Ukraine. That's what I was going to tell you. Yeah. So this company is Ukrainian and funding and they talk about their awards and stuff on their social media, like they're fighting the Russians.
Oh, so scary.
She was Latina, by the way, at first, because she has this Latina from South America look. But now that I know the Ukrainian, she could go off as Ukrainian totally.
I'll show you.
Hey! Why are you taking me? Hi! Hey, what are you doing? What?
Why did you bring me here?
So you can clean my jacket.
Oh, well, sure.
Just let me soak it in some water first.
What have you done?
God, who would ever agree to marry you?
Hi, are you here? What? Sweetie? Hey!
Sorry.
So, anyways, I this is one of the easier ones to analyze because it's two locations, 4 actors total. In fact, you'll see the moment where the next actors pop up.
Tramp? Happy marriage with a tramp. Come on, sweetie, let's go.
It seemed like a disaster, but it was just the
So a good production value, cheesy storyline, but very good production value, very very clear audio. So nothing. If Katie, if there was bad audio and it's terrible to hear and you can't, or the camera is like messed up or whatever, like note that. But I think you're not going to find that in these companies. They have good equipment, they have great audio, and that's how they have people that are stuck watching their thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's take you back to this screen. Now let me just show you something else. Okay. Notice this launched yesterday. Okay. On YouTube, you can get the description for the story very, very easy because you just copy and paste this and you can dump it right into premise of the story. Okay. Or you can copy and paste that into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to summarize it for you. If it needs to be even shorter summarized. And ChatGPT could do that, and then you go back here and you fill it in where it says the premise of the story. Okay?
Okay.
That's cool, man.
Now, this is also helpful for a couple other things, right? You get how many views in 24 hours, there are 168,000, almost 169,000 views, right? But notice that this has other. Oh, by the way, I think it has a transcript. Let me see something. Yeah, so they put the whole transcript of the script.
Nice.
The whole transcript. So let's put that there. That's another thing to note. You know why they do that? Let me put that here. There is option.
What was in the blue when you hit the transcript? There
Hold
was a column in blue. Was that like the time into it?
Hold on, Robert. Okay, so say again.
The blue. Hit transcript again. I want to see how they laid it out.
Well, look,
Click
show
that.
transcript.
And then what's the blue? Is that the length, the time, the timing? You see the blue column on the transcript under transcript?
Yeah, that's the 2 second mark. It's music. 13-second mark is, oh, what a hell! I'm so sorry. You're not sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's the whole. Basically, the whole script has been transcribed by YouTube. They do this because this helps generate SEO, search engine optimization. So it makes it easier for Google to index it and make the story even more, searchable, if you will. Okay.
Bite sizable.
Yeah.
That's really freaking cool.
Yes. Now, oh, by the way, they call it dramedy. Look at what they call it, dramedy.
Dramedy instead of rom-com. Okay, because it's a drama and a comedy as opposed to, well, it was romantic too. I mean, seemingly. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I was actually interested in it. Did you feel a little bit of a?
Yeah, you know what? I have to admit, I was curious about what the cheesy ending was going to be.
Yeah, I know.
It's
And
kind of,
it's not just necessarily from being an observer perspective. It's from I don't know.
It-
It resonated.
yeah, there's
So maybe I'm an old lady with cats. I don't know.
yeah. Let me go back to.
Manny, I know you are already. You just got a new one. So what did you end up naming it?
We still haven't given it a name, but I'm fighting hard for Macho.
That's not the cat's name.
You see,
Uh-oh. What did she say?
that's not the cat's name.
What are they calling it?
They all fighting about it. It's gonna be Macho, bro.
No, it's not. We're doing a vote. We haven't even done any sort of vote.
Okay, can you guys get out of here? I have a
His name
meeting.
is not Macho. His name is not Macho. Who's this? Oh, it's Robert.
It's
Hey,
Robert.
What?
Macho.
It's Robert and Caitlin. All right, can you guys get out, please? Bye.
That is hysterical.
All right, so getting back to our rom-com here. So notice that a couple more things. Katie, you're still there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So notice that. So again, every time you want to fill out the tab that says summarize the story, you have a cheat sheet here because they're going to for YouTube purposes and for SEO purposes, they're going to do a summary inside YouTube, just like this. Okay. And if you go to ChatGPT and you say, make this summary shorter, ChatGPT will summarize it even shorter. And then you can copy and paste that right into that tab as well. Okay. Now, interesting is that it also has all the comments from people, right? So if you wanted to get a sense of what people are saying about them, you can. Because people are,
Do
you
they
know,
did they rate it? Is there like a 1 to 5 rating on this or no?
YouTube doesn't do as much to show you ratings of things, but it lets the comments be there if the company wants them there, and they usually do. And there's plenty of reaction to that. Again, you can sort the comments by the top comments or by the newest first.
You should put the number of comments 212. You know, I mean, as far as keeping track, this way we know that people are talking about it or they're not. So that particular genre or storyline, if it gets like 2,000 comments, we know we want to hit that storyline. If it's only getting 100 comments, well, maybe we can get to that storyline later.
So what's going to be tricky, Katie? Oh, let me share this time. I'm sorry. So number of views on YouTube, that's going to evolve very quickly. So it's almost like you're going to take when you find it, you're going to note it there, and we're going to know when it was posted. So we'll have a direct relationship between these two to have a sense. But don't lose sleep on like, oh my God, I don't remember. Was it 220 or 3 million or 5 million? You know, as long as we are able to find out when it was released and how many views it shows that it was on YouTube shortly after that, that's what's kind of going to be helpful. Okay.
Put the column for number of comments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really important. I mean, if it's being talked about, it's the right kind of a story. I mean, that's what you want is the stories that carry the most. ¿Cómo se dice? Bochinche.
Well, 212. Let me see. 212 comments. So 212. And what I'm going to do, Katie, one of the things that we're also going to do, this is super duper important. I already wrote the name of where it says name of the story. Okay. I asked the girl out on a real date. That's the name of it. But now what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste the link to it. You're going to right click it. You're going to go back to this page and you're going to hyperlink it. You do that by highlighting it and then right clicking. And then actually, you're going to have to go to here. Do you see where it says insert link? Do you see this?
I don't see it. Where is it?
Yes, there's a little thing that for the link right there. It's a little linky looking thing.
So you have the, do you see where I just, do you see me moving the cursor thing around?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything except now I'm going to, up here where it has the menu, there's a little thing that has an insert link. I click on it and I get the YouTube link and I copy and paste it right there. And now it's hyperlinked. So now if I just click on it, you see how it appears like that?
Mhm.
To seeing that link a little bit easier. Okay. All right. So now number of comments, it's 212. Now let me go back to the actual Minivela thing. Share this tab again. What else? What else do we want to look at? I mean, you could put how many thumbs up it has. That's okay. But here, there might be something that sometimes people post stuff here in this area that's kind of like, I should note that as a note for our team internally. Okay. So sometimes it's good to do that. All right. But I'm curious, why is this hyperlink, this thing that says Love Buster Show? Let me click on what Love Buster Show is. Okay. Love Buster Show is apparently the official name of the YouTube channel. Okay. It's just how they decided to call it. Instead of calling it Love Buster, apparently they had to go with the name Love Buster Show. Okay. But this is essentially the home of the Love Buster videos.
They got a bunch.
They got a bunch. Notice, guys, there's something I want you to notice, Katie. Notice how they tend to use the same actors a lot. Okay. So the same girl that was just on this one. Okay. Can you see my?
Yeah.
Okay. Notice how she is in the spicy tattoo reveals a cheater.
That's funny.
Ready to start?
Yeah, I can't wait to get my honey's name.
Girl, right?
Oh, come on, man. Let's see the rest of it.
Let's see. Look, this whole story takes place in one tattoo
In a
place.
tattoo parlor.
Doesn't even know about him.
You are, babe. Why'd you run off at the tattoo salon?
I just want to get a little surprise for you.
Will you marry me?
Is it?
That's the same.
Is it a diamond? Fresh up a bit, and then we can do it over again, okay?
I see, yes. But you know what? I've got a day.
I already feel better, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After
It's probably the same tattoo room.
Why do they have it? Why do they have it subtitled in English if it's speaking in English?
That's a great question. I don't know. It's for SEO purposes. If you have it subtitled, it's better. Let's see.
Hey guys, I'm here just for a few seconds to thank you for your support. We wouldn't be able to create such incredible stories without you. And if you want to show your love for our videos, leave a like and a comment. It really means a lot for us. You can also use the Super Cents and get a chance to be featured on the channel. If you don't know how to do it, check our guide below. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. See ya!
Robert, I think we should talk to these guys about a potential partnership
Yeah.
to Hispanicize all their content and for us to be their partner.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea, Manny. I mean, we need somebody that knows how to do this shit, that just, can lead the parade.
I think that this would be and they have a stake in it too, but they'll share stuff with us that can help us.
Oh, no, absolutely. They got the formula here. So let's do a little more research and find the right company to work with. I mean,
Yeah,
Caitlin,
right
this
now
is
we
right up
Caitlin-
your alley for us. I mean, this is what we need you for. Who's got the best all-around presentation for this Minivelas?
So is this the same girl from before? I'm not sure if it is.
I don't think so.
Can't tell.
Looks like this one.
What the hell?
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
What? What? Ow! What are you? Ow! What are you? What?
That's like penalty of death, right, for a woman, Caitlin?
Well, but it turns out that later on you find out that that's not really her real hair. You got to see. You got to see the story. It's unbelievable that in 10 minutes there's like 5 or 6 twists.
Well, that's the other thing, is the twist that you wanted to keep track of.
Yeah. How do we keep track of twists for her? I would put here
Every time you go, wow.
how many wow twists.
Wows. What's the wow factor? Call it the wow factor.
No,
The
how
twist
many
of the
wow
wow
twists?
factor.
How many wow twists? I think that's
Yep.
what we need, Caden.
Okay.
So
These
you're
guys
gonna
are pretty provocative writers here.
So for example, let me tell you how many wow twists I'll do this one just so you know. So number 1, the first twist happens when the guy, his reaction to cutting her hair provokes her. So the first twist is he eats her hair. I mean, he eats part of her hair, he spits it out. So that's the first moment of I don't know if we call it a twist, but I'll tell you what happens next. Then she's so pissed that he cut her hair that she gets that pie that's in front of right there in the screen, and she throws it on his suit. So then he gets pissed at her, and he gets her and he puts her on his shoulder, and he takes her to the
restroom.
To the women's
Why
bathroom.
didn't she put the pie in his face? I know it's so that she could throw the suit away, but
right. So then she gets a suit and she throws it in the toilet, right? As he tells her, "You're gonna clean it," she's like, "I'm not gonna clean it." She throws it in the toilet. Then his girlfriend shows up at the bathroom.
no. Then he pulls out the ring.
No, oh yeah. He pulls out the ring, and she says, "Like, who would
want to marry you?
Marry you, right? Who'd marry you, freaking loser?" So then his girlfriend pops into the bathroom, and he throws her and himself into the bathroom, right, and to hide her
Into the stall. Yeah.
The bathroom stall. And then the girl that's supposed to be like his fiance type girl, the one he's going to give the ring to, she reveals instantaneously almost, "Oh yeah, this guy's not here. Come over, baby," whatever type of thing. So she's cheating on him. So there's another twist there, right? So then he comes out of the bathroom. He's going to give up on life, but this girl decides that she's going to rescue him, and she tells him, "No, you need to go propose to her. Give her the ring so that you can expose her for who she is." So he goes outside. He gives her the ring. She's all stunned, and then this girl shows up and says, "Well, that ring is for me. So that's another twist, right? And the girl's like, "What? Huh?" Like, and then the other guy shows up, and he sees that this guy is with this girl, and he's like, "Oh, she's basically the tramp that does this regularly with her hair and different things like that at this restaurant. She's always picking up guys here, right? So you're about to commit yourself to a tramp, and she and the girl end up making fun of her because she's the local tramp. So then she ends up taking off their hair, and it's a wig. She's got a wig on top of black hair, which is her real hair.
Uh-huh.
And then she runs away, goes into the bathroom. He follows her, and he basically says, I don't care about your future, your past. I only care about your future. And he presents the ring to her, and she ends up, um, I guess leaving and getting married. All this happens in 10 minutes.
Amazing, right?
10 minutes of all these twists and turns. So I don't know. There's like what, like 8? There's like 8.
10 or so that I counted.
I'm gonna put like 8. There's like 8 very quick, fast-paced twists. Okay. So Katie, I have given you the primer on how to do this, what to look for, how to look at these things. I would start, just so that you can get your feet wet. Start by going deep into Love Buster.
Okay.
Love Buster and Dramatize Me. Why? Because they're both owned by the same company. Okay. And it's very likely that you'll find the patterns that apply to both easier than if you went into Real Shorts, because Real Shorts has a slightly different way of doing stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So I
Does
would.
Love Busters have an app, or are they strictly on YouTube?
No, it looks like they're strictly on social media for now.
On YouTube and social media.
Well, no, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok. I'm not sure how
But
they're.
they send you to see the whole episode. They send you to YouTube, no?
Well, if you go to YouTube, you'll see the whole episode. If you consume them through Instagram, I'm not sure about that part yet. I'm not sure.
So how
Yeah.
that's the thing that we need to know. I mean, that's the marketing side of it. So if you're looking at it on YouTube, okay, you really want to also try to find it on social media. You'll have to subscribe to it, I guess, on social media, so you could see what they're actually putting out there to get you to go to YouTube.
Yeah, they're on Instagram. I'm gonna put here
TikTok, Instagram.
Should I put those individually, or should I put them all in one? And I don't know, Robert. It's a lot of.
You could put social media, and then if you can put how many under each one. So you got social media. You could put TikTok. Just make a list of them right there. Just so it's just one column that would capture all the social media.
I'm gonna just. This is not real, by the way. What I'm writing here.
So she actually would put the hair into other guys' plates. This is like her routine.
She has like a routine.
Brenda?
Yeah, she has a routine where she picks up guys.
She picks up men with their hair. Ha ha. I wonder how many cut it off.
That's the thing. This guy dared to cut it off.
Yeah, she's a she mama kind of thing.
Shishi mama.
She mamas. Yep. that's
I don't know what that means.
That's a Puerto Rican expression for a woman that dresses like a hottie. Like shishi mama. I got that from my wife.
All right, so that's it. I think that's very comprehensive stuff. So because Katie, what we're trying to do again is we're trying to figure out how are we going to approach doing these.
Okay.
and what can we learn from the people that are already doing it and doing it well, right?
Okay.
But start with Love Buster. I think Love Buster is a great first one to tackle. And from Love Buster, then you're gonna do some Dramatize Me, because those are those.
It's got a bunch of them. I mean, you could spend a month just looking at all those episodes they have.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so have fun with it,
Thank you.
Katie. And you know, you could see how this is a moving target, right? We're finding different things every time we look. So feel free to add more columns. You know, if you come up with something, you can do that, right? You know how to add a column.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this
So
is
one
you.
thing.
Okay, we're just getting you started. I want you to take ownership of this. Because you're going to report to the whole crowd on what we found out about these minivelas, and you need to own it. Okay, so I want to leave you with that concept. And
Sometimes, sorry, I like the houses to me would be worth the most. Like I kind of
The what?
like the homes to me would be worth the most, and not like a dress. You know what I mean?
No, no,
Are we
no.
including like stuff like that?
When I put the most expensive, well, yes, renting. Uh, you might put, for example, if they're riding in a Lamborghini, right?
Okay.
You want to note that where it says most expensive item, right? A Lamborghini, but that's something that like we just want to know um those type of, like, there somebody's got a ring. That ring could be worth $5, and it's just made to look like it's a big diamond ring.
Okay.
Uh, those are the kinds of things that we're talking about. Okay, so take a stab at this, and if there's something that you filled out, let me just put this is really important to keep. If there's something that you filled out, for example, that you're not clear about, highlight it, fill it in as best as you can, and highlight it and put it in gray for us.
Okay.
Like you're filling it in, but you're not sure. You want to probably review that with us. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to leave you. Monday we'll send you your first payment, and then next Friday we're probably going to pay you for every week on Fridays. Okay.
Okay.
That's only you. We don't do that with everybody else.
Do you think, I feel like we could get by without paying for an app, but what do you think? Or we'll just play it by ear?
You're going to need to get the app, but right now you don't need it for the next couple weeks.
Okay, cool.
Right now you need to focus on Love Buster and Dramatize Me.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
whenever you say that Love Buster, it reminds me of that song Love Shack. Da, 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 da. You know that one with
Yeah, I hate that song, but yeah, I got you. All right, Katie, I'm gonna remember the next step is I'm gonna send you this recording. I need you to hear it 5 times.
Okay.
5 times.
You could play it faster, Katie. You know that, right? You can
True.
speed
Yeah,
and
you can. You can. YouTube lets you play it
Yeah,
at a faster speed. But I want you to hear it 5 times. I want to know that you know this, and you're like expertly looking at these and taking note of different things, so that you're like, oh yeah, these people like to do this, but they wear blah blah blah, they do blah blah blah. For example, when I saw that video earlier, I was trying to figure out where they shot that story, and I didn't realize until later it was Ukraine, probably.
Okay.
So those are
last surviving buildings in Ukraine. It is so sad.
Yeah. So I like to talk to the Ukrainians, man. I like to say, hey, want to see about looking at you representing you in Latin America and the U.S. Hispanic market, and working with you, and we're doing this.
You know, they're also cause motivated. So I mean, we share our cause with them. They'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd love to have a headline with we're helping the Ukrainians.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That would be nice. would be awesome.
You go, guys. I'm gonna let you go.
So
Okay,
you
thank you.
me?
Oh,
Did you leave the Biltmore?
I left.
oh.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, Robert.
say
Dale,
how
All right.
much.
Hey, guys. Bye, Manny. Bye, Robert.
I'm gonna
Thank
send you
you.
this.
Bye, Katie.
This thing. Bye.
Right.